Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
My name is Habib. I am the Sergeant at Arms. Welcome to the NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club meeting number 223. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we start, we have 3 golden rules which we need to follow. 1. I request everyone to either switch off their mobile phones or keep it in silent mode. Second, request you not to move around when the meeting is going on because it may disturb the speaker. Third, refrain from speaking about religion, politics or sex because it may hurt others. I welcome our presiding officer who has the qualities of the theme which is there for today. He has the courage to convince everyone, and he has sacrificed his time and experience for our club and who has stood always victorious. I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal.
Well, Sergeant, Toastmaster Habib, thank you so much. Please take a seat at one. Good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
This is the. Okay. So now I officially open meeting number 223. So my first duty now is to check the minutes of the meeting. Our club secretary has become very efficient nowadays, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
He is sharing the minutes of meeting promptly. Have you all gone through that?
Yes.
Approved?
Approved.
Sure. Clap. Clap for the club secretary. Next, let me welcome our new guest who joined us today. How many of them are here? Only Shalini?
Yes.
Shalini, a few words from your end? Apprise the members of who you are, what you are.
Thank you, Santosh sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shalini Mukul. I am a trainer and a coach, and I wanted to be a part of this meeting. Some of them are my old friends, Toastmaster Rashmi, Toastmaster Suparna, and I would be joining your fraternity, your family soon after this meeting. Thank you so much for accepting me.
If I'm not mistaken, you're from Rotary Club of Utkrishta?
I used to be a part of that, sir, earlier.
No?
No, now I am not part of Rotary.
You used to be part of LA Toastmaster Club also?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, LA I am a part of, but I can balance income here also.
Dual membership.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's theme, we all know, it befits our independence, what we are today. And who better than all of us celebrating and remembering them. One song that immediately captured my mind when I saw this theme is a non-Bollywood song sung by Lata Mangeshkar. It was penned by Pradeep. Each and every word of it is worth pondering and listening and empathizing, each and every word. And the music was given by Sri Ramchandra. Okay?
Yes.
So let me sing a few lines of that, which actually goes very well along with the theme, which is courage, sacrifice, and victory. So to help me in this, I would like to invite Toastmaster Habib, who will accompany me for this song. Right? Sir. तो मैं पहले स्टार्ट करता हूँ
जी
भाई
जी
कुछ याद उन्हें भी कर लो, कुछ याद उन्हें भी कर लो, के घर न आए, जो लौट के घर न आए। ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। Once more. ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों, जरा आँखों में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। तुम भूल न जाओ उनको, इसलिए सुनो ये कहानी, जो लौट के घर न आए, जो लौट के घर न आए। After that, anyway. So thanks. I just want to clap for them.
Yes. Santosh sir, green.
Go slow, yeah. See, when you remember our valiant heroes, time is not the essence for me.
Absolutely.
We have to remember them, and the best way to remember them is empathize with them, empathize with their families, and see if we can help them out. Now, the person who has given us this theme for today is our Toastmaster of the day. I would say he is a courageous and a person who is willing to sacrifice anything whenever and wherever needed. And because of these two qualities, he experiences victory everywhere in his life. And his thought for today's theme is, a true soldier does not fight because he hates one of his friend, but because he loves the people who are at the back. Such a wonderful thought that he shared with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I welcome on the stage our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anand Ramchandra. Stage is all yours. मेरा रेड हो गया कि नहीं?
नहीं sir, just about to.
Good evening, Toastmasters. It was such a beautiful way of setting the tone for today's meeting, and it was so emotional. Not just hearing the song, singing the song brings tears, and and he sang it in such a beautiful way, and all of us around, all of you did the same thing so much that it did really make and touched my heart. 26th July 1999. Can you tell me what it is, what it signifies?
Kargil Divas.
Kargil Vijay Divas. What happened? How many days did Indian Army fight there?
2.5 months.
Close to 3 months we fought there. So everyone knows that we have fought there for 3 months. We know we won it. But do you know the genesis of this problem? It started in 1984. 1984, when Indian Army realized that Pakistan is going to take our Siachen glaciers, that is when India beat them to it by a day, calling the operation as Operation Meghdoot, went and took over Siachen Glacier. The entire Soetoro range in Siachen was taken over. And the heights gave such a beautiful strategic point for us. Pakistan, despite trying to get us, attacking us many times, could not do it. And the man in charge of this, taking over the Siachen from the Pakistan side, was a hand-picked brigadier. He was hand-picked by General Ziaul Haq, and that brigadier's name was Pervez Musharraf. For 6-7 years he tried his best to take it, and every time Indian Army bet him back. So Kal Chakra घूमता गया, and as the time rolled and he became the Chief of Army Staff, he also remembered a day when Benazir Bhutto, of all the things, a woman coming into his office and said, General Saab, ye le chudiya, pen le. Our army is good at fighting our own citizens and not Indian army. So that hit him so hard, he had planned to take revenge on us. So he wanted to take over Kargil as a bargaining chip. So when he vacates Kargil, we vacate Siachen. So that's the background of it. But come to think of it, my dear people. Yesterday I had an incident in my office. I am a civil engineer, I own a construction company, and few engineers are working with me. And one gentleman on 26th July 2024 leaves my office saying that it is raining and it is slushy in the side and I cannot work. And we have soldiers up there with bullets buzzing around them, with their family in the background, the children that are there, and their young women folks or wife in their office or their houses waiting for them to come back, and they don't care for it. What kind of courage makes people do that? What kind of training can make somebody do that? What kind of officer can make a man embrace death, knowing very, very well that he can't escape destiny? It is something very touching. And the way the Indian Army works, the way the Indian Army trains these people are just amazing. What do you say? When we were on the Siachen top, the Pakistanis couldn't take anything out of us. When they were on the top, we took every last post that they had ever captured from us in Kargil. 150 posts were taken and 150 posts were recaptured. And I have a few names of the soldiers, the heroes that we should remember today. There are many, but I just thought these 7 makes the day for us. One of the heroes is Captain Vikram Batra, Paramveer Chakra. He was shot 15 times, still went in and took over. He was instrumental in capturing 5140 and .4875, and he is known for that Ye Dil Mange More. Grenadier Yogendra Singh Yadav, Paramveer Chakra, for capturing Tololing Height again. He said to his father, a soldier is like a selfless lover. With his unconditional love comes determination, and for this love for his motherland, his regiment, and his fellow soldiers, a soldier doesn't think twice before risking his life. What kind of people are these here? And then we have Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey. When he got selected in the SSB, and in the interview, he was asked, why do you want to join the Indian Army? The only answer he gave was, I want to win Paramveer Chakra, as if it is going into the Olympics and winning a gold medal. Captain Balwan Singh, Mahavir Chakra, 18 Grenadier. Major Rajesh Singh Adhikari, Mahavir Chakra of 18 Grenadier. Rifleman Sanjay Kumar, Paramveer Chakra, 13 Jack Rifles. Major Mahavir Gupta, again Mahavir Chakra, 2 Rajputana Rifles. All of them unbeatable soil of the sun, son of the soil. Today I would say India remembers you, NITK BHIVE remembers you, and we would love to give our salute to these brave soldiers. So as we take this forward with all role takers here, in taking the theme of the day forward, I would like the tag role takers to introduce themselves. Our counter.
Good evening to all Toastmasters. My role as an R counter is to note the use of crutch words such as I will also listen to filler words or expressions such as well and so you know, right. So and also I will be reporting the number of times each speaker used these sounds and words.
And our grammarian.
Good evening, Toastmasters. My role as a grammarian is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by every participant. I will listen to word usage and note any awkward or misuse of the English language such as incomplete sentences, incorrect grammar, etc. I will also take note of good and not good usage of the language.
And
I would like
time.
to announce, yes sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to announce the word of the day, frivolous, which means silly or unnecessary. So I recently attended a farewell party given to a couple of friends who were retiring last week. And one among them was a very sincere official. She kind of like how Anand sir was talking about the brave soldiers. Not exactly brave though, but she stood like a rock in trying to implement all that was needed for the office. And then to my bad luck, I was just sitting next to a couple of.
Take you to the grammarian
Just
report
one
when
second.
you. Yes.
Let me complete before I forget. So I was just sitting next to a couple of women who were there, and instead of just sitting and admiring her grit, she was a gritty lady. Instead of doing that, they were just sitting and gossiping and saying, "Oh, look at the color of the sari she is wearing. Oh, just look how she is dressed. At least today she should have come well dressed and all that." That was frivolous. Frivolous women.
And on the timer counter we have.
Good evening everyone, I'm Toastmaster Sunil. Time flies. I repeat, the not so good news is time flies, but the good news is you are its pilot. So I'll be keeping count of everyone who is speaking today. Thank you.
With the absence of any guests here, I'm sure I don't consider Shalini as a guest because she is a renowned Toastmaster, DTM in fact.
No,
if I'm
sir,
right.
not yet.
Not yet. So I won't go into the details of how the Toastmaster meeting happens. Apart from telling that, we'll stick to our schedule of prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. So getting into our first stage of the meeting, the first speaker will be evaluated by our gentleman, our Buddha of this club, the old monk, who according to him says, victory is the result of courage and sacrifice. Defense personnel are the role models of this. In our lives too, we need to follow the same to lead a happy and joyful life. May I welcome Toastmaster Ram Das. Thank you.
The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Today we have our new Toastmaster giving his L1 P1 speech, the icebreaker speech. He is from Barkar district, Asnal, West Bengal. Schooled in Vincent High School, Christian Brothers School, St. Columbus School, Delhi. Graduate in Commerce, West Bengal Board, and he has a list of going around the country and a lot of accolades coming his way. He is also a businessman by profession, and he is into my industry, construction industry. May I welcome on the stage Toastmaster Vikas Agarwal.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Shall I start? What is the system? Start. The name of the topic is East to North to South. I am Vikas Agarwal, born on 25th March 1971 to Sri Vijay Agarwal and Uma Devi in Asansol, West Bengal. I have one elder brother and two younger sisters. My school days were a wonderful time in my life as I was mischievous, chatty, and was open to learning newer and creative ideas. Once in 10th grade, we, a group of 6 friends, bunked our class to watch a Rambo movie. But we were caught and whipped. Also, yes, here I learned a lesson for my entire life. After my graduation in commerce from the University of West Bengal, I went to Delhi to start my entrepreneur's journey as I aspired to build my own business and drove into the world of packaging in Delhi. Quickly became known as a trusted supplier of printed boxes, made printed boxes for Parle Bailey mineral water bottle, 24 pieces round cutlery set, and so on. In 1999, I got married to my loving wife, Nidhi, who at that period was a lecturer at Ramanuja Law College for undergrad students here in Bangalore. We together started a wonderful new chapter. After marriage, she pursued her passion for teaching, which I wholeheartedly supported. As Bangalore held a special place in our hearts, we chose to move here from Delhi to start afresh in Bangalore. In Bangalore, the only challenge I faced was I had to start from scratch because the language and location was new to me. After facing many challenges in different capacities of business, I finally settled down in interior business with end-to-end solution taking turnkey projects. Today I have a son, Athar, who is 23, working in ENY, and a daughter, Adya, 19 years in age, studying in Christ University, Koramangala branch. Watching Netflix shows is my favorite pastime apart from swimming, and listening to old Bollywood songs as my hobby. Today I am a member of BNI Zen, Rotary Club of Bangalore Junction, and Lion Club of City Anand. Since I also aspire to talk well on public platform, I found Toastmaster a perfect launching pad, and so here I am, Vikas Agarwal. Thank you.
Despite reading it out from a mobile, he never felt the jitters of the first time speaker. He was pretty confident, and that was a good speech. And it sounded very poetic also. Thank you so much. On the agenda, the next speaker will be evaluated by a 4-pathway finished Toastmaster, a very renowned lady who is also an entrepreneur, our ex-Rotarian, Shalini, Miss Shalini.
Same evaluation guideline.
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker is same.
Okay, yeah. And the speaker this time, the second on the agenda, when I asked her about the courage, the sacrifice, and the victory, she echoed my thoughts. Immense courage required sacrifice and obtained victory. I don't know how many times they must have missed the death. With the bullet buzzing around them, they must have missed the death, I don't know, n number of times. You need courage to see death in its face and continue to do what you are doing. Hats off to our soldiers and to the trainers who train them the same way. They are trained to handle difficult situations. She is an engineer who goes to the root cause of any problems, and she threw a question to me today. With so many tall towers being built, why is there no hole on earth? Welcome to this stage, Toastmaster Rashmi. That's a lovely Toastmaster topic for me. I will talk about that as a part of my speech. Thank you.
Imagine a girl in middle school having a parrot on her shoulder and walking on the small streets where neighbors were all side by side, and the parrot is pecking on the earring and she's loving all the attention. That was me, one point of time. So my dear Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters, let me introduce myself in that story. When I was in the middle school, in the summer holidays, I was having a nice afternoon one day. My brother and his friend, my neighbor, came in. They were very frantic. They came in and said, Rashmi Akka, a parrot is actually fallen down. Please come and help us. Okay. And they were all primary. So I'm like, I'm in the middle school, right? So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm in control. I'm in charge. So when there, from the tall tree, the parrot had fallen down and a crow was hovering around. It was trying to peck on the small parrot. It was really small and it was shivering. We got a box, we put the parrot in, brought it home, tried to feed it, and then tried to give some water, tried to give some fruits. Yes, we did that, but it was still shivering. Obviously, we could not let it go. We talked to our parents, we talked to our neighbors' parents. Still, no luck. They said, you have to let it go. We cannot keep the parrot. But we were adamant. He's a primary school kid. He cannot persuade. So I tried crying. I tried all the things which I can as a girl. My dad did not yield. All night I cried with the box in our house, the box next to my bed. Finally, I think my dad and my mom must have talked in the night. Then first thing in the morning, before leaving at 7:30, so my dad comes and says, on one condition, I'm going to let you have the parrot. All ears, what is it? If you're going to let go of the parrot once it becomes healthy, and you're responsible for its health. Yes, absolutely. We agreed. I go in, knock the neighbor's door. Sachin, guess what? My dad has agreed. He's going to get a cage for us. Fine. Waited till evening because it's summer holidays. My dad came back without any cage. Scared to ask. Because what if he has changed his mind? At least we are keeping it in a cardboard, right? And if he has changed his mind, we may not even get to keep it in the cardboard box. We are looking here, we are looking there, we go out, whispering, all these things are happening. My dad's friend comes in with the cage in the scooter. We jump with joy. And then we go collect the newspapers, put it around, and then my dad sees that and says, you remember what you're doing? Yes, we do. All the three of us shout at the top of our voice, and then poor parrot is shivering now with all our excitement. Finally, we put it in there. We did put the food, we split it. Every day one person was going to take care of it. However, after all these things, we started leaving the parrot outside because we're supposed to teach it freedom, right? It would walk and then come back in. Walk, come back in. It's very scared. Few days after that, it started walking in the living room. We had to search for it. Then we said, okay, it's time for us to train it now. We took a long stick, put it on the stick and started moving the stick up and down. When the air gushes, it had to flutter the wings. So it started doing that. So we left it out. It sat on a small tree, but then we had to bring it back because it could not fly more. So we brought it back, tried training again, and then left it. Once we got this training done, and then it got little stamina, the final day came. We took it to the same place where it got hurt because there were a lot of trees there, and left it. It never came back. Yes, we did our job. Coming back, we talked to our dad. We have the cage. Can we reuse it if something else falls sick? Very reluctantly, he had to say yes because we did our job. Fine, we found a squirrel which was hurt. Got that. Unfortunately, by this time we had found a veterinarian. So we took it to the vet, found out it had cancer. We tried taking care of it so much by feeding. A lot of times it could not even drink. We tried the ink drop. We used to have the ink for the pen. We used to have the ink drop which we used to put that in. We tried feeding with that, it wouldn't work. And one final day, the squirrel died. We all the three learned lessons saying it is not easy to take care of a living being like this without any knowledge. So the lesson learned through this was very immense, but we did not know what we had gotten at that point. Few years down the line, my daughter asked me for a pet. At this time, everything came back, whatever we had learned. We had learned empathy, we had learned unconditional love, all these things are good, but we also had learned responsibility. So I cannot just get her a dog. I made her write 45 pages. So what did you do? What are you going to do if you get a pet? Do you have a vet? Do you actually know where you are going to leave it if you have to go on vacation? She found out all the things, and she wrote me 45 pages when I could not say no. I got her a pet. So I believe in this saying. I think we have a saying, Gidavagi Baggaddu Maravagi Bagite. So you have to ingrain these when they are small, which is what my dad did, and I continue doing that, I hope so. Thank you, everyone.
Well, it's a lovely icebreaker speech we had. There is also a saying, when your mother is there and she starts telling you that something is wrong, and by the time you start agreeing with your mother, you will have a child who is disagreeing with you. So that was a nice speech, Toastmaster Rashmi. The third on the list today is a speech that is going to come up and being evaluated by our Toastmaster, who is our immediate past president, a president who sings very well, has a lot of sense of humor. We welcome on the stage Mr. Saikat Nandi, Toastmaster Saikat Nandi.
The purpose of this project for the members to practice the skills needed to motivate team members through the completion of a project. There are two parts. Another is the purpose of the speech. Now the member is delivering a speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his experience, motivating team members through the completion of this project. So timer, please note it down. Time allotted for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. That's all about it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saikat Nandi. The next speaker was part of the Indian Army, a colonel, a commander, as they call in the armed forces. the CEO, the commanding officer, the colonel, the satrap of one area. And he was in electronic warfare. So when I asked him, what did you do? He could not tell that. And I know, I have a cousin of mine who is in a similar kind of a post, and every time I ask him something, he says, Anand, if I tell you, I have to kill you. So I don't want to go into that sector now, I don't want it to happen. When this Kargil war started, he was on a leave in Bathinda. 2 days later, when this news started coming in, saying that the situation in Kargil is serious, he actually, without telling anybody, asking his CO or his superiors, he cancelled his leave, booked his tickets, and was there right where he could do what he had to do. He is also a motivational speaker, a coach, a trainer. May I welcome on this stage Toastmaster Ram Rao for his speech titled Finding a Tattva, the Invisible Thread. Finding a Tattva, the Invisible Thread, Toastmaster Ram Rao. Stage is all yours, sir.
Old habits. Hello, welcome. You guest or member?
No, she's
I'm a guest, yeah.
We all are trained to analyze. We all are trained to analyze. Whether analyzing a problem in mathematics in class 8, 9, 10 or a real life situation. Whenever we are faced with a problem, we go into that state of analysis. We try to break it up into parts and address the parts, either self by self or give it to people outsourced, so that the problem gets sorted out. More than 2 decades ago, my mother was suffering from cancer. She was under the care of oncologists, and because of the medicines, her kidneys were getting affected. So she was referred to the nephrologist. In the second meeting with the nephrologist, he said, Rao, now you will have to handle 2 things together. One is the cancer, the second thing is the kidney business. I was shattered. I was finding difficult to handle even one, and now he says you handle both together. I wish there was something, some link between them, and somebody could take care of these 2 things together. Now, rarely anybody teaches us to join things together, that is, synthesize and look at things as a whole. Of course, Matar Paneer is different, you add so many things and you get it. I had a taste of this at a very young age, this synthesis of 2021. I was in the final year of engineering and I was the captain of the tennis team. For 4 years before that, our college had not taken the championship. Before that we used to win. There was a gap. And I was starting from a low level, and simultaneously I had an emotional baggage and a psychological baggage because my father happened to be the sports in charge, and all the professors, principal, everybody knew me. We lived in the campus. My father taught physics in the same government engineering college, Jabalpur. Anyway, I had no understanding of psychology, I had no understanding of team, all those things which are there nowadays, which are taught. But things happened. Now what happened, that I recollect now, I'll share with you. The first thing that happened was that a group of boys, college students, our college students, they came and they said, we want to play in the morning also. Because evening courts were getting crowded probably, and they wanted to play in the morning. I said, if the ball goes in the grass, because of the dew it will become heavy, you will damage your racket. He said, no problem sir, give us the balls. and I estimated that there will be double the requirement of the balls. So everything was budgeted, some budget for cricket, some for tennis, like that. And I walked out to my father, I said there will be a demand for balls more, so please do some adjustments. So he was kind enough, himself a tennis player, said go ahead. So more balls came, and I gave balls to all those people who demanded. I said go and play to your will as much as you want. That was the first thing which happened. The second thing is that some of us, some idea came to somebody and they say we should have high protein diet. So we started having extra nutrition in the evenings, and I was a pure vegetarian. Pandey was also here in our team. So we decided, okay, we will have eggs, boiled eggs. So we started having boiled eggs to build up that strength. The third thing which happened was that after the game, and sometimes in the morning also, we used to do exercises, push-ups for building the hand muscles, sit-ups for the abdominal muscles, and skipping for stamina and agility. So who suggested, we don't know, but it happened. And I remember the best part which happened was after the game, every day in the evening, sometimes in the mornings also on Sundays, we used to just sit down on the courts or on the benches on the sides and tease each other. How he played, and how he played. And one of the things was that one Ashok Thakur was there, and he used to lob the ball like this. And we used to laugh at him, "Ye kya khel rahe?" And my father one day watched, he said, "Ashok, you lob, but give a spin to the top spin." And that became his trademark, and that led us to the victory one day. So with these things, we were ready to play the matches. The schedule was announced. We kept on winning match by match, and we reached the finals. And when the time came for me to go and invite the principal about 5-6 days before the match, I said, "Sir, we are having the finals." "Sir, you have to come." "Okay." "Sir, we are going to win." "Acha?" He was skeptical. I said, "Sir, if we win, I want a gift from you." "Bolo." So a trip to Goa for all the team members. "Jeetoge?" He was so sarcastic because for 4 years we were nowhere. I said, "Yes, going on." And when I came out and broke the news to the fellow team members, they were jumping with joy. And with all the josh, we entered the finals. We had physical stamina, we had the emotional strength, we had the practice with us, and we had that chemistry, that understanding, and that saw us through. We won, and Goa was not far. Can we extrapolate these learnings to our club and take it to the pinnacles of glory, victory? Can we find that common thread which runs through all of us and keeps us together, like the flowers of a garland, like the beads and pearls of a necklace? Can we? 223rd meeting today. So many times we have gone through grammar, we should be expert in grammar. So many speeches have been conducted here. 123 into at least 3. So much has been spoken here, so much knowledge is filled in this club. Can we not join hands together and write not one, a few books? Can we not join hands and do some business together? Can we not? Can we not at least go for a walk in a park and have a bite together and tease each other? Just be together, that's all. Away from this performance, achievement, and all these things. Can we not? Friends, analysis, no doubt, is good, but give synthesis a chance. Let's find that thread which runs through us. That invisible thread, Tattva. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramrao. That was a very inspiring speech and good idea also. President, take note. We are going to win the next contest, and you better notify the Goa trip to all of us. The single malt for all of us is on me. Yes.
Soda from the
Soda from Goa. Isn't that wonderful? The
and
com-
icebreakers are here.
Sahej, look at that. We have a common thread now. Everyone is taking the tattva from your speech. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing together the club. And of course, we do need only work makes Ram Ram and Anand the dull boy and burns us out. Probably we do need some excursions to keep us running and find new motivations to talk more, do more.
Yes.
And as you rightly said, probably we will write a book also together. That said, the first stage of this meeting comes to a very dramatic end, and then we move on to the next table topics. Today, the table topic master is from a military background. His father is from the Air Force. He himself got selected in the SSB, but he had a dual thoughts to go there or to go here. SSB or Bachelor of Engineering. But as always, an engineer is an engineer, and when you throw engineer at anybody, the army doesn't win, the engineer wins. As I keep saying, we have God, and the next is an engineer. Who knows, if he had gone to this SSB, he would have been broken down, and his nuts and bolts might have been fitted with a different glue, and he would have come out a far better Captain Batra. But we still have a far better Bhupaya here. Welcome on the stage, Toastmaster Bhupaya, to take care of those table topics today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, for a wonderful introduction. Of course, I wouldn't deny the fact that it's really a pride moment to come from the army background, especially Air Force background. It basically instills some kind of discipline in you, and there was a lot of complaints that I have against my dad, but ultimately when I look back today, I feel that a lot of discipline has come from that. So I'm equally proud that I'm an army son. So anyways, let's get into the table topic session today, and call it coincidence. Our presiding officer started the session with a song, and that was my theme as well for today's table topic sessions. To give you a quick brief, I have 5 topics today. I hope we can cover all the 5 topics. I will start off with a song, or one line of the song, and I will ask a question based on that, and I will call out the members after I ask the question, so everyone has time to think about the question. And to be fair to everyone, I've written down everyone's name over here, including Toastmaster Neha and Toastmaster Rosni. Shalini, sorry. sorry. So, everyone okay with the session, the rules of the session?
Yeah.
And I just want to say that if you want to continue the song as well, please feel free to continue the song along with the speech. Okay, ready?
Ready.
First topic. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. According to you, why is India सारे जहां से अच्छा? Okay. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Thank you very much. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Why do I feel so? I remember my childhood days when first time Rakesh Sharma went up, and from there, when our Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi asked, "How does India look?" he sang this song. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Yes, we are one of the oldest known and proven civilization on this earth, and we are proud that among all the entire nation as together, we are all small people with different cultural background. Every 200 kilometers you change in the food habits, you change in the dress habits, and you change in the way you speak. But still, we all are united. We all salute the national flag on 15th August, and we all are ready to sacrifice our life. That is why I say, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thanks for that opinion and thoughts, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. My next topic. मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तो सुर बने हमारा. The question is, what according to you is unity in diversity in India? What according to you is unity in diversity in India? Toastmaster Habib.
Unity and diversity, it's because of our different cultures, different languages, different food what we have, but still we are all united with one as an Indian. This kind of unity you will not find in any other country. Anywhere you go, you will again feel that once you come back to our country, you feel we have come back to. That's what I see as unity.
Thank you so much, Habib. Although I would have expected you to speak a little more and more of your thoughts. Thank you nevertheless. The next song that is coming up is नन्ना मुन्ना राही हूँ देश का सिपाही हूँ बोलो मेरे संग जय हिंद जय हिंद जय हिंद जय हिंद जय हिंद. Alright, the question is, what memory do you have about our country or our soldiers that inspired patriotism in you as a child? Okay, what memory do you have about our country or our soldiers that inspired patriotism in you as a child? I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Toastmaster Saikat.
As a child, I had a lot of memories regarding the patriotism. But of late, I found something. I'll share that story. I found the sole circumnavigator of India. What is circumnavigator? Yes, that is there, but without any help, without phone, without navigation, without any device. He can take help without any proof. You need to take a full round of the earth by boat. This is the only sole navigator. It's called Avilash Tommy. He's a Keralian. So that his story inspired me. When I was a child, it's always coming in my mind. What is there outside of the world? So I need to conquer. I need to proud. I need to feel proud for my country, right? That is, or anyone. So that if someone conquered that, I'll feel proud. Finally, I found someone unique, that he conquered full world with the help of any devices, not even iPhone, not even iPad, not even Android phone, nothing, no GPS. Even you cannot call to anyone. So that, and this after the completion, and he completed all these things with the second attempt with the 2 titanium rod fitted in his spinal cord. So that, and after he, with the second attempt, he completed that full round of the Earth, planet Earth. After that, after the completion, Sajid Wajid has written one song for him, that duo. When I heard that song, I can go back in my childhood and reminiscing my memory that this is what I felt for my life. Someone conquered the whole world without anyone else. Still, I'm getting the goosebumps. That's all.
Alright, I'm going to pick one more, and then if we have time, I'll do one additional topic, and I'll ask volunteers to come and speak. If not, I'm going to ask guests also to come and speak with you. Alright, the next song. मेरे देश की धरती हीरे मोती मेरे देश की धरती. The question is, India is a rich nation. Do you agree or disagree? India is a rich nation. Do you agree or disagree? Okay. Toastmaster Arjun.
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Do you sing the song again? Or?
No, just the question.
India is a rich nation. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes, India is a rich country. We are rich in terms of buying gold. We are rich in terms of diversity. We are rich in terms of languages, or what do you say? Yeah, we have many. Yes, we are rich in terms of innovation as well. We have many billionaires who are in the country right now, and there are many more to come up. So yeah, that's it. Yes, thank you.
You should say I'm one of them.
But to be frank, he is.
Thank you, Master Arjun. Alright, so next one. I'm not picking at the chat, but I'll call upon someone to come and speak about this topic. The song is मेरा जूता है जापानी ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी सर पे लाल टोपी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी मेरा जूता है जापानी. Alright, so the question is, what brands do you prefer, Indian or foreign? What brands do you prefer, India or foreign? Toastmaster Shalini.
Oh. Correct.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Bhupaya. Very ironically, I am wearing H&M today, but I am very much the pro-Indian, because I feel being an entrepreneur today, when I see so many people, women and men, they have their own brands, and I truly believe that the brands that they have made, I use a lot of such products which are really very good, quality-wise, tested and evaluated by so many other people. I think we have to actually think about how we can globalize and how we can popularize what Indians make. So on that regard, I would say that having so many local brands, I would say national brands are certain things. For example, the khadi is something which I really love. If you go to Calcutta and you go to this shop called Sri Leathers, the shoes, the footwear that you get are so amazing. And that is one such shop which you find now in Bangalore. It's been there in Calcutta for many, many years. I was born and brought up there, so I know about the place. So I am totally very pro-Indian, and I believe in Indian brands. These are really very good. Indian khana, Indian pina, everything Indian. But right, on some occasions we have to go by what the Western culture shows us. But nonetheless, I think my respect for Indian values and culture, the brands which people make, the saris, the kurtas, whatever you wear, whatever you eat, I think Indians really rock. In fact, the whole world has accepted. I recently went to New Zealand where I saw loads and loads of Indian restaurants. You can have Punjabis on the street, you can have Malayalis on the street, and they're all like thriving there with their kind of food. So any day, an Indian to the core, at heart, 100%.
Vocal for local.
Yeah, I should have put that theme before asking everyone to come to the meeting, so everyone would have worn dhotis and kurtas today.
Oh yeah, we could have had a dress code today.
Alright, do we have time for one more?
Yeah.
One last. We'll pick up a later song. I have not written it down, so I want everyone to sing. हम लोगों को समझ सको तो हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो हिंदुस्तानी जितना दिल है हिंदुस्तानी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. Alright, so the question is, we have so many people in India, and I'm sure everyone agrees that Indians are everywhere. Indians can conquer the world. What is your thought about Indians when it comes to Indians abroad? Say, we have CEOs, we have people conquering Europe, etc. So what is your thought when it comes to Indians conquering the world? I want volunteers to take up this topic.
Or area director.
Anyone?
Area director.
Area director did not wish, right?
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhupaya. Indians are conquering the world, absolutely yes. I think it starts within. Start conquering yourself first. Start conquering your own fears, your own limiting belief systems. And with the kind of leadership that we have been seeing representing India, I think we are not far off from the top 2 to top 1 with reference to the economy. Indians are conquering the world. You name it, it is there. Space was a setback in India. Now if you look back, India is the only country which landed a spacecraft at the south pole of the moon. India is the second country to send a probe to Mars, and it comes at a price of 12 rupees per kilometer, which is lesser than auto anywhere in the country. So with these two examples, I'll set the third one. Ma'am was mentioning about certain brands. I'll just talk of two. Peter England is fully Indian. Woodland is fully Indian. The only reason they are named with a Pan America is also Indian. The only reason they are named as a foreign brand is we see foreign brands slightly higher emotionally than Indian brands. That's the only reason these three brands have named their brands in a Western way. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. How is the Josh team?
Hi.
How is the Josh team?
Hi.
Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
That was a brilliant travel topic session. I'm sure you will agree with me.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And when he says the local brand coming from the construction industry, I totally agree with you. I have a winch. I bought a winch from Bosch and one from Hilti, the American brands, the top brands of the world. They look like Aishwarya Rai and work as good as that, And damn thing, in 2 days it just went fat.
That was
My God.
That was actually right. Then I went and bought a Coimbatore brand. It looked like Young Tama. And it works like Young Tama. Morning it starts till evening it works. Day after day, 24/7. And it works. I am vocal for local. I also drive a Tata Harrier, Indian car. And as far as possible, try to be Indian. And every topic, every single question that he picked up was beautifully addressed, very beautifully thought out. It took a lot of research and he spent a lot of time putting it together. Thank you, Bhupaya. A big round of applause for him. When we clap, there is a lot of energy that comes into the room. So we should not cringe on your claps. Now with the table topic done, let's move on to the session where we evaluate what happened today. And today, the general evaluator is one man who is our president, who also thinks, who is also a patriot, who is also an engineer, a man next to God, as we keep saying. The stage is all yours, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's charge this room.
Yeah.
It has been charged. Let's continue it charged. General evaluator, as a general evaluator, my roles is to evaluate the meeting and also give priority to the evaluators who have evaluated the prepared speeches and also evaluate the total meeting, how it happened, what was the best, what we could do more, and how to bring in life or make it more lively is what we have to think. When I was just thinking about being an evaluator, I was just wondering of these three words: evaluation, feedback, and then give opinion. Can anybody just say the difference between the three? I'm giving my opinion, I'm giving my feedback, I'm evaluating.
Evaluating is probably like a crucial,
Okay?
little analytic.
Okay?
Feedback would be area for improvement.
Okay? Opinion.
Opinion is my perception.
Okay, these are the three things which I learned today, but I was practicing it without knowing it. When we say we are evaluating something, there are some guidelines based on which we say how you perform. When I am giving you feedback, it is based on some data that I am telling you. But when I am giving you opinion, there is nothing. It is my own feeling, my heart feeling. But in Toastmasters, we evaluate. So everything, whatever has happened from the time the meeting started, it is evaluated. So let us take how the meeting started. The meeting started sharp at 7 o'clock, and with a bang, the Sergeant at Arms started it with lot of enthusiasm. And he also told about the 4 golden rules and also spoke about mission statement of the club. When we keep hearing the mission statement, we get to know and we start practicing that within ourselves, and we will be able to achieve what we are set out to achieve. That is why everything is stated in the starting. So let's give a big round of applause to our Sergeant at Arms. The presiding officer who took over from the Sergeant at Arms. Yes, he started with a song. 222 meeting, I told there is a spiritual awakening. 222 number says, but I also had thought that there will be some kind of awakening happening in my Toastmaster club. And look, today there is entire transformation, and the beginning has happened with our presiding officer, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal, with a song. Such a nice thing, isn't it? Yes, sir, you did really well, and you also brought in a lot of energy, and you also told about the meeting, and whatever, as a presiding officer, you were supposed to ask about the last meetings sessions and also about the introduction of the theme. Here, I observed we were speaking only about courage, sacrifice, victory. But we missed something. And what is that something? No, we missed the complete theme. It is remembering the heroes. So it would have been better. We would have added more on that particular front. But otherwise, it was the best. Now let me come back to the prepared speeches before I evaluate others. May I request Toastmaster Ramdas to give his evaluation on the speaker.
Thank you, General Evaluator, dear Toastmasters and Toastmaster Vikas in particular. So today was your first speech in this forum, and you started with the theme, title of your speech, West to North to South. You told us where you were born, West Bengal, you moved to Delhi, then came to Bangalore. You talked about life journey. You talked about 6 friends. You bunked the class, went to movie, how you were caught and whipped, and how you met your wife. She is teaching in a law college. You talked about your children as well. You talked about your hobbies, and good to know that we have Rotarians here, but you are the one who is having Lions Club additional to being Rotarian. I think something unique, having serving 2 major clubs. So I'm proud to know about your social service. I get to know that when the VP Education asked who wants to speak the next week, you nominate yourself. Typically, somebody joins last week, speaking the very next week is very, very difficult. We take a couple of weeks or months, and then somebody has to push, somebody has to mentor, and then you took the courage to come up and give your speech. I really encourage, salute and agree that you have a lot of interest to come up and improve your self-confidence. Really nice. My suggestion to VP Education team is, when a new member comes here, has to come prepared. He has to be mentored so that the member comes here prepared and delivers a speech. Looking at a mobile and giving a speech is not a speech. So the mentors need to really help the members before the meeting, so the member is prepared. If he is not prepared, he can give next week. Nothing wrong. So the request to VP team is to look into this. Otherwise, Toastmaster Vikas ji, you wrote beautiful speech. I'm sure this would have been written by yourself. Really nice. We got to know about yourself. And what I like the most is you have that intention to come up and face the audience. I have not done that. So really good. I look forward for you come up here well prepared and talk to all of us. We are all here friends. Talk to friends and come up and tell about yourself once again, so that you gain more and more confidence. Wish you all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. How to evaluate an evaluator who himself is a guiding force for the club? Very difficult. Ramdas, Toastmaster Ramdas sir, thank you very much. You have put it in a very subtle way as to how icebreaker speech has to be given and what is the roles and responsibilities of a team member or the mentor who is to be guiding the thing. And you also have put it very clearly that it is a learning session for me also. When you are evaluating to a standard, if it is not at all matching, but you are finding a lot of positivity in that, and you are giving an encouragement to the speaker to come up, take the bold step. Thank you very much, sir. That was a wonderful evaluation. May I invite now Toastmaster to give your Shalini to give your next speaker's evaluation.
Thank you, GE. Good evening, Toastmasters, and in particular my speaker, Toastmaster Rashmi. I must say that after a long time, I've heard a very good story, which is about humans and animals getting connected. You remind me of this beautiful quote by one of my inspirational gurus, David Goggins, who says, "Do not stop when you're tired, stop when you're done." You have amazing storytelling skills, and the way you built the beginning of the story, where you were the one, the main protagonist of the whole story, was kind of very enthralling, and we were actually zapped in the visual world that you had to offer. You started on a lovely visual note where you said that you were the middle school child and you had the control over the 2 primary kids in your house, and you were like the supreme authority who could take any decisions. In that, if I had to tell you, the pathway that you have chosen, which is persuasive influence, you showed your cute persuasive skills to convince your dad that related to this matter, and absolutely I would say even at that age you had the skill which you brought it out in your speech to convince your dad to take care of that parrot. You have great voice variety. The way you spoke about when you became your dad, when he said no, or you should allow him to fly when he is better, that part, and when you were your own self, and when you were your little brother and sister. I think you have a great voice variety when you take up different characters on stage. So that is something which was very appreciable about you. Overall, if I look at the entire speech into these 3 words as courage, sacrifice and victory, you kind of blended the entire story very well in the end, saying that, hey, hello my dear friends, the care for animals did not end only in my childhood. It is still going on probably for the generations to come. This is something which my family stands for. This is something which is like a value that we completely endorse and we adore. Toastmaster Rashmi, you're a very fine speaker and you've already completed 1 pathways. But if I have to just give you 1 or 2 recommendations on your icebreaker, the first thing is I was very curious to know what is the pet you have now. Whether it's a dog or a cute little kitten or what is it, okay? Or is it still another parrot? Okay, that part went a little vague. The second thing, the message that you conveyed, empathy, having a vision, having empathy towards others, okay? Inclusivity, take everyone along with you, that could have been fine-tuned. And the last but not the least, to challenge yourself, I think since you're a fine speaker, you could have used props, okay? This is the pet which I had when I was a kid, and this is what my daughter has now. In all, I would say to challenge yourself. The storyline is amazing. You are an exceptional storyteller. The story will continue. You have fed us with something which we are going to imagine for some more time on what the story is going to become. Just fine tune these little areas and I'm sure you will ace it. All the best to you.
That was a wonderful evaluation, and Toastmaster Rashmiji, I hope you have made proper notes of that, and it was a detailed analysis, and she has covered most of all the points which is required for any of the speakers who have spoken today or who are going to give speech for the next meetings, and this is a strong input for all of us. Thank you very much. Now may I request Toastmaster Saikat Nandi to give his evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Ramarao, thanks for your quintessential performance. Why I am saying this is a performance? Because it has everything. It has a drama, it has a voice modulation. You have used the English language, your pronunciation, enunciation was super throughout, and it has multiple stories. It connected us throughout. You explained why the trend of analysis is less important than the synthesis. And you started with the speech with asking, who are you? You are a guest. We thought that you are asking something, but you explained that this trend of analysis is not important. Synthesis is important. And you explained that, you narrated that by a full story. That all the problems, you explain the problems, then what is the solution? You analyze the solution. Then you try to solve, and in this solution, trying to solve the problems, you created a team. You built a team, right? It's not like that only the team members in your peers, your colleagues. No, you have involved your superior also. You ask the question. That is also a team building activities. That you explain nicely. Why this is called synthesis? It was a top-notch speech overall. Via this synthesis, synthesis, you connected us well. And about your topic, when I heard your topic, I thought this is very descriptive, right? Finding a tattva, the invisible thread. But although it's very descriptive, now I found this is very cryptic, right? You explain in a different way what is, why this topic. You have given the name of this topic, and the best part, the wow-tastic moment. You have call for action. Hats off to you, kudos to you for that. But we all know this Toastmaster is someone that is Toastmaster is a place that we can make the great speech even better, right? So something I need to suggest you. The first part is the time. I don't know what is the time he has taken. I thought it's a little bit over time. And you are looking at the diary or copy, whatever. So, and you are delivering. That is always some distraction. I feel that is a distracting. And uses of stage. You are standing in a position and you have not used the full stage. That is you need to use. In toto, it was a very good performance. You brought a cotton. You bought cotton, simple cotton fabric, cottons, thread of cottons. You created a fabric and deliver a good Indian-made apparel. That's all. Over to you, General.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saikat. I am sure Toastmaster Ramdas would have taken home the points for suggested points. And yes, your evaluation, Toastmaster Saikat, was to the point, and usage of stage, voice modulation, and also the eye contact were all important, which you have pointed out, and I am sure Toastmaster Ramarauji will take it up. The next thing which we need to discuss about is about table topics. Toastmasters, did you enjoy table topic?
Yes.
It's a new.
Yes.
And thank you, Toastmaster Bopaya. That was a very innovative idea of singing a song, making everybody aware, and then picking up the name. It was a very unique, and I think we should become more a musical club along with becoming a good Toastmasters. That was a wonderful done and very nice it was. I really enjoyed the whole session. Next, I would like to request the tag role team to give their report. So first I would like to ask our timer to give his report.
We started on time 7 p.m. and we are running late by 11 minutes now. Should I read out the whole?
Each member time.
Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Habib took 1 minute 35 seconds. Toastmaster Santosh took 5 minutes 59 seconds. TMOD took 10 minutes 45 seconds thanks to a little overshadowing. Toastmaster Vikas allotted time 4 to 6 minutes, time taken 4 minutes. Toastmaster Rashmi allotted time 4 to 6 minutes, time taken 6 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Ramarao, time allotted 5 to 7 minutes, time taken 8 minutes 30 seconds. Table topics, the following qualify for more than a minute. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, Toastmaster Saikat, Toastmaster Shalini, and Toastmaster Sunil.
Thank you very much. May I request our counter to give his report?
total, I only started with sorry. uh, from T.O. Modi, Anand Ramchandra, you used the word 3 times, 2 times. Then we had 3 speakers for the day. Vikas Agarwal spoke 1 time. Rashmi, 0, nothing. And Ram Rao, your crutch words was and so. You used it more than 10 times. And 1 time. Coming to table topics, Bopaya, 1 time. So, is also 1 time. Chandrasekhar sir, and 3 times. And rest of the, even when it comes to table topics, I think myself, I also use 3 to 4 times. And evaluator, Ramdas sir, 3 times. Saikat Nandi, your crutch words was right and so, and 2 times. And grammarian Sharda 1 time, and general evaluator when it comes to you 1 time.
Thank you very much. Now, why do we need this crutch words being identified? Is only to make us aware, we don't know when we talk what we are talking. Sometimes we use all this. We also use long pauses because we would have forgotten and we are searching at our back to bring it out from our back. So this is plays a very important role. May I request grammarian to give the report?
Good usage by Toastmaster Santosh befits and paired by T.A. Modi, Anand, setting the tone for Genesis, Ageniche, where he has lots of depth, setting embrace death, instrumental in capturing, and then echoed my thoughts, do a question, should not cringe, and should I also tell the bad usage?
As a general, not naming.
Not naming, not against their names. Okay, and then Toastmaster Vikashji, caught and whipped, and trusted supplier launching pad. Toastmaster Rashmi, parrot pecking, all ears, ingrained. Toastmaster Ramrauji, taste of this synthesis, then emotional and psychological package, extrapolate, confred, Toastmaster Shaggy, ironically wearing HM, then globalize and popularize, Toastmaster Cycle, circumnavigator, Chantu, general evaluator, Chandrasekhar, bringing life, evaluator Psychology, quintessential, and Shalini, Toastmaster Shalini, inspirational story, enthralled, endorse, Sunil, conquering the hearts. I liked his this usage of words, and a couple of fumbling did happen. Soil of the sun happened, and small people conquered the world with the help of any devices, which should have probably, what was meant was with the help of no devices. And then I can go back in my childhood. I thought I can go back to my childhood. And then in the starting, I felt at the start could have been better. And it's a new stopped. There was a full stop after it's a new. I didn't know what it meant. And then there was again fumbling, next speecher. I don't know if this word speecher exists or not, I'm sorry. And then language and vocation was new to me, should have ideally been were new to me. 19 years in age, 19 years of age. In the middle school, they were all primary, and ink drop, maybe should have been dropper, or and then demand for balls, more demand for balls. How he played, I thought it was redundant. And that's it.
Yes. Now the most important part, to evaluate the TMOD, the Toastmaster of the Day. The Toastmaster of the Day gives the theme, and believe me, still when I hear about all those big names of all the soldiers who have contributed to this, it gives me goosebumps. You had that energy, you brought in all the details, and you brought in the remembrance. I was just feeling as if I was in a gallantry award ceremony when you brought everybody's name, when you described. I had heard of this, but from you, the emotions really touched my heart. I really went back to those days when we used to see Bargadat or the news readers telling about what is happening in Kargil. You literally took, that was the thing what you brought today to this, and you brought life to the meeting and to the role of Toastmaster of the Day. For you, I congratulate you for that. Please give him a big round. Now, coming back to the meeting, I think we are running short of the time. For the members and for the ESCOM team, I give a small recommendation. We are starting in time, we want to end in time, but the role takers need to be more mentored. Please take that as a role, and we need to be very crisp when we give feedbacks. That has to be one. Otherwise, I am sure every one of you enjoyed today's evening, and a new pattern is set. Let's continue the musical journey. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you, General Evaluator, President T.M. Chandrasekhar. Concluding on the theme, in 1998, a year before the Kargil war, India had detonated the nuclear bombs, and the entire world had put sanctions on us. With nothing, with ammunition not coming in, with clothing not coming in, not enough missiles to fire at, we went into the war. We had a friend in Israel who came out and helped us, and we were able to tackle and win. This brings to my mind the kind of resilience that we have, and there was nothing frivolous about the whole thing. It also brings to my mind a song that I've sung for a long time. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। With that, I'm sure NITK BHIVE will be on the top. हम होंगे कामयाब, not एक दिन, probably in the next coming few months. I hand over the stage to our presiding officers, Santosh Kejriwal ji, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, P. Modi. I think that today's session started with music and ended with music also. So we should continue this. I think so it brings us different kind of change, different environment into our meeting, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now before I proceed, have you shared the voting Links?
The links have been shared, yes.
Have been shared?
Yes.
Are the results ready? Or it takes some more time?
It will take some time, sir.
Okay, chalo. In the meantime, let me take some feedbacks from our guests. First of all, Toastmaster Shalini. Can I have some feedback about what you liked here?
Yes, thank
What
you,
is
sir.
different? Yes.
I just love the meeting, and I think this community is a bunch of very enthusiastic people. In fact, the first time I was making so many notes, okay, of many very beautiful ideas. The TTM, especially, singing a song, and then this. I think probably that's the first time I'm seeing in a club in the last 3 years, where people start with a song and then they introduce the topic. I also love the speeches. I mean, they had great quality. Especially one particular sentence which I noted is, we don't give value to synthesis, and that Ramarao sir mentioned. So that was very interesting. Honestly, it is a lovely evening spent, and like I said before, I am looking forward to being a member of this club. So I think it was a good day, despite the rain, to be here with all of you. Thank you so much.
Very nice. Toastmaster Shalini, one feedback that I would like to give you. Your evaluation is excellent.
Thank you, sir.
So practice that, and I'm sure in the coming evaluation contest, you will definitely win.
Thank you.
You can go up to the division or district level also. Very nice evaluation you have done.
Thank you.
Keep practicing that.
We have already done that.
Yeah. Next. Next on my list is our area director, Toastmaster Nehal Jain. Do you have any announcement for this from your side?
No,
or just a
no
feedback?
announcements, no.
Nothing? Okay.
So, I mean, it's always a pleasure coming back to this club, and it's such a bunch of enthusiastic, energetic audience.
And
you know,
young
everybody's
audience.
singing along.
Young audience. Say young audience. Younger than me.
Yeah, I'm the oldest here. It's so much fun to watch everybody enjoying the meeting, singing along, being so energetic, and it's just lovely to be a part of this club every time I come back. Thank you.
Okay, very much. More time, Chandrasekharji?
No, sir, I'm getting it.
You're getting it. You're
Yeah.
coming over here.
No, I'll just read it out. It's very.
No, I don't know. Let's help me out. Give me company. I'm getting bored standing alone. Huh?
Best speaker.
Joseph
I'll
Bolo.
announce it on behalf of you.
No, you announce.
Yes.
Yes.
Now again, I would like to give a rider before I say this is for your today's performance, which is evaluated how everybody felt. It is not something that others did not do well. Others also have done well, but today you are all the kings or queens. Best speaker goes to Toastmaster Rashmi.
Wow. Great.
Did you persuade him?
Next time.
It was a persuasive.
Match fixing.
It was a persuasive speech.
We three are called as last benchers. So
Outstanding
probably
Toastmaster.
best evaluation goes to
Shalini.
Toastmaster Shalini.
Thank you.
You must hear this at the district level also. Huh?
Best Toastmaster.
TTM.
Table topic master. Toastmaster. Best assignee goals.
Oh, Sharada. That's what I said.
Yes,
Hey,
you are
very
right.
good.
Toastmaster Sharad. And best table topic speaker.
Shalini.
Shalini.
Right.
Toastmaster Shalini.
Thank you.
So over to you.
Thank you so much. Okay, after all these awards and recognition, one secret I would like to spell out over here. or TTM for today, Bopaya. In last week's Rotary meeting, he was called to deliver a vote of thanks. So it took a longer time, but in 12 years of my Rotary meetings, I never seen such a wonderful vote of thanks that he delivered on that day. He has picked up very well and he did it very well. Good usage of words, and the way he put it across was very nice. Thank you so much, Bopaya.
Thank you, sir.
Learning from-
Inspiration actually. So,
Huh?
inspiration, I derive inspiration from you, so.
Did Toastmasters help you in that?
Yes, yes, very good.
So what we learn here, we deliver there. That's where the Toastmasters help. Okay, with this, I'd like to adjourn meeting number 223. Now before we start chit chatting, next week's role. And Rashmi,
Yes, sir.
next week role.